Well, I was wrong.
I'm interested. What stereotypes do you have about Germans in France? Shout them at me, don't worry, I won't judge you. Go ahead. What do we have?
They drink lots of beer.
Yeah.
Beer,
Strict.
yes.
Sausage.
Strict. What else do we have?
Fishing.
Fishing, yes. The war, yes, that's true as well.
They have no sense of humor.
That's true, yeah. What?
Really cold.
Yeah, that's right. What
There are
else?
times.
On time, yes.
Not flexible.
Not flexible, all right.
Organized.
Organized, thank you. So we got some great stereotypes here, but we, as Germans, have some stereotypes about you as well. For example, we think you know to dress well, we think you always eat croissants and baguettes, and we think you're great lovers. I think most of those are true. I don't know about the great lovers yet, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to find that out. And stereotyping people can be really fun, but I think it can also be dangerous. Especially in Germany, we hear something about the alternative for Germany, the new right-wing party, and the refugees all the time. And then we call those people or the others. Not us, but them. And I think that's dangerous, because once you start labeling people, you start to see them for the person they are. Victor Hugo once said, "It's better to see something once than to hear about it 1,000 times." So I thought to myself, instead of having all these cliches about France, I would come here and find out which one of those were true. Dear Toastmasters, the first cliche that I had was that French is a very romantic language. For example, in French you say surprise and amour. In German it sounds a bit different. In German you say Überraschung and Liebe. You may notice the difference. When someone speaks French with you, it's like someone making love to your ear. Oh, bonjour, je m'appelle tu es très belle, je t'aime. German sounds a bit different. German sounds like this. It sounds like someone is drilling a hole in your head. German is like, Guten Tag, ich bin der Philipp, ich liebe dich, ich finde dich hübsch, Schnitzel, Überraschung. And I found it really difficult to speak French in France. If you come to Germany and you don't speak German, we'll switch to English to help you. Of course, we want to be helpful. But if you come to France and you don't speak French, you die. It's difficult. Nobody wants to speak English with me. It's very difficult. We even have a joke about that in Germany. How do you call a person who speaks 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call a person who speaks 2 languages? Bilingual. And what do you call a person who speaks only 1 language? French. That's it. So I wanted to learn some expressions to learn to integrate myself better. And I've learned this one. Je suis chaud comme une baraque à frites. Seems like I should be more careful with what I learn. But in the end, I can say that my cliche was that you have a romantic language. And it's true, you have a weird pronunciation, but French is just a language like anything else. And so I think my stereotype was a bit absurd. The second stereotype I have is that French people are never on time. Just on schedule today, we're 2 minutes late, 2 minutes and 34 seconds, 3 milliseconds. That's alright. That's alright. But last week I wanted to meet some friends at the Garonne, that's the river in Toulouse, to meet them. I arrived 10 minutes early. They came 30 minutes late. Yes. So I had a lot of time to think about my life choices. And we love being on time. In Germany, everybody loves to be on time, even the babies. If the birth is at 1 o'clock, the baby arrives 10 minutes early, yes. 10 minutes early. Now, after I've spent 10 weeks here, I can say that French people, especially in the South, have a relaxed attitude towards being on time. And that stereotype sometimes can be really true. And the last stereotype I had about French people is French people love to drink wine. So last week I wanted to meet my friends at the Garonne at 5 o'clock, well, more like 5:30. And everybody was pulling up their wine bottles and they started drinking the wine. That's weird. In Germany we never drink wine for those occasions. Wine we drink at the restaurant, it's a special drink. But everybody drank the wine. And I think I know why this is. German wine tastes horrible. German wine for $5 tastes like cat piss. Don't ask me or not, that by the way, that's a long story. It's a long story. But French wine for $5. Oh, this is bad. French wine for $5 tastes like unicorns and rainbows. It's really, really delicious. So I hate the cliche that French people love to drink lots of wine, and I think that's the truth. French people have good wine, that's why they drink lots of wine. So after I've spent 10 weeks here, I feel really well integrated in France now. And I can say that from Metz to Marseille, from Perpignan to Paris, and from Amiens to Aix-en-Provence, you guys aren't that different from us. Instead of hearing about France 1,000 times, I came to see it once, and I had to discover that most of my stereotypes were true, to my pleasant surprise. You're not the French, and you're not the others. You're Matetu. You're Valerie. You're David. You're my friends. And so the next time you hear someone talking about them or the others, take a second to look behind the labels and see what you find. I think you will be surprised. Merci beaucoup.